Sometimes I see a video and I just can't wait to make what they make. Welcome into the Piles of Paragraphs creative space. I'm Lori, and today I am going to make some really simple double envelopes that I saw on Print and Pixel Studio, and they said they were inspired by Septeria 18. But if you go to Print and Pixel Studios, you can see the video that they made and see about the link to the person who inspired them. But they inspired me. They often inspire me. I love the things that they make on their channel, and this is one that I felt like I could actually do. So here we go. The end result will be this fun double pocket with a pocket in the middle. I haven't glued these together yet, but ultimately they will be glued together. So I got these little things all over the place. I was like making them out of Post-it notes even. What you need to start with is square paper. So I think we'll start with some square music page because let's do this one. Because then you don't have to line it, but you can if you want to. So as I said, very simple. Take your square piece of paper, fold it in half this way, and try to make it as, well, in inverted commas, perfectly folded as you can. Just line up the edges. It makes for a little bit neater envelope in the end. So then you take music paper and fold it this way, or any paper, whatever your square paper is, and fold it this way. And then open it up. And then you're going to take it from the corner and line it up against the fold lines. I'm going to reinforce my folds with the bright light that I have on my creative space for making my videos. Sometimes I have a hard time being able to see the folds. So yeah, this one's okay. So here we go again. How many times in this video will I say here we go? Oh, probably a few. Okay, so we'll line this up on the fold. Got that straight. We'll bring this one up and match it as close as we can to the point down here. If I have one straight, it should work out. But the world does not end if these are not, you know, exact, which is one of the reasons why I'm so excited about it, because I can do these, because we know I am not always precise when I fold. So I'll bring this up to this one. Match it up. And we'll bring this one up. And you know, take your time and line your stuff up. I'm of course kind of trying to go probably too fast because so then we've got this, and then what we will do is decide, let's see, I'll go this way, and then you bring these edges together like this. And as you can see, I wasn't very precise, so I got a little space there. But, the world does not end if it's not perfectly folded, because it still makes a cute little envelope, even if it doesn't seal. So here we go. Let me show you the one that I had done before, because it's done a little bit better. It lines up. And then I just took a little piece of black paper. Actually, I think these are Post-it notes that I folded in half. And if you just line it up, there you go. You don't want it to be too high, because then it's hard to get things in and out, but just kind of line it up across the bottom here. And then if you just tack it in, you can have a tuck space on either side and a pocket behind. Okay, and then you will glue the sides together, and that'll be a finished envelope. So let me show you one that's actually finished, a big one that I did, because I got excited and decided to do it with 12 by 12 paper. So here it is, and I've glued it. I glued it together so you have a pocket in here. And then I also took my circle punch and punched out a piece of coordinating-ish paper and added that to hold the flap down. Now on this one, my paper was white on the inside, so I added a piece of music paper as a liner, and then a piece of this green paper to make the to make this pocket. So you've got a little pocket here, pocket here, and tuck space really. Let's see, what do I have that would be a good indicator for what we've got here? There we go. Got a couple index cards. So yes, you got a little tuck spot here, a full length pocket behind it. So, and then this is really heavy since it is scrapbook paper and the music paper. So it's very sturdy. I'm going to add this to my spring journal that I'm working on. But I just thought that was kind of a fun idea. And then, like I said, I got very excited about this. So I also made one out of tracing paper. And I thought this would be really fun. Once again, not lined up perfectly, but you can put some colorful cardstock in there. I have a bunch of those little, 6x6 pads that I never know what to do with. And I thought this might be just kind of a fun way to this, especially if you're going to do a happy mail, because you could add some stuff in behind it and this just comes out. Or you could just put little things in there, you know, stamps or some die cuts or something like that. So let's do one more. We'll do with the tissue paper. As long as hopefully my kitty Debbie will stay off the desk. She has been wanting to sit on the desk again. No, Didi. I'm talking about you. Okay, Dev. Okay, Bear. Okay, time to go. Either go lay in the window or go. Why don't you go to your room? Why don't you go to your room and lay down? Don't get on my desk. No. Sorry about that. So just take this and fold it over. Debbie, no, Debbie. Okay, bye-bye, Bear. Bye-bye, my little pumpkin. No, you won't. You'll tell me you'll sit on the side and you won't. Okay, time to go. You have to go. Sorry, sweetheart. Get down, Bear. Come on. Thank you, Debbie. How about if you just sit right there for a couple minutes? I'm almost done, Dev. Almost done with the video. Apologize for the interruption. So fold it in half. Open it up. Fold it in half again. And if you want to practice, it is a little bit easier sometimes to line your stuff up. I found if you do it with a paper that has like printed on one side and white on the inside, because then you can really see where your edges are. But once again, you know, the world is not going to end if these are not perfectly lined up. Just a fun little quick project that I think will make a great Happy Mail. And I have some Happy Mail that needs to go out, so here we go. And then line it up. I think I tend to want to line up to the folds rather than to the other edge of the paper, and maybe that's why mine are not as lined up as well as they could be. But you know, take your time, enjoy the process. It's kind of fun. It's nice to have a folding project that doesn't require overtime from my brain cells. Some of those folding projects I've been trying to do are just, they're a lot. But this one is nice and simple. And I think the result is well worth it. Careful when you burnish down your edges that you don't bend things the wrong direction and or tear things. I tend to get a little excited and do a bit too much. Let's see. Fix that one at all. And then take the folded corners and put them face down, and then bring this side up to this side, up to the top. It's like your bottom edge up to the top edge, I guess, would be the right way for me to say that. And this very thin paper, be careful not to crumple it, but there you go. And then if you just, I think a little art glitter glue or the Tombow glue would probably also work. I'm just going to put just a little bit along here. See how it holds the tracing paper. Sometimes that doesn't like to glue. But you could also come back with a little bit of washi tape and close it up if you want to do that. Or you could even put a little a little piece of paper inside to give it a little bit more give. Why I cannot think of that word. Like a little pleat. There we go. And then I just took a small hole punch, punched out a circle out of a complimentary piece of paper and put it on this one. And I really like the way that looks. Of course, you could also do a flower or like a little die cut. These little die cuts down here would be really fun too. So I think that'll be my next project. But anyway, there we go. There's a simple little envelope made from a square of paper, or in my case, a variety of papers. The first one that we made. And see in the inside with the music page, it doesn't need to be lined and it doesn't make it quite as heavy, although the music paper is a pretty good weight. And then here's the original one that I made out of the music paper. And then I made a smaller one. I took some origami paper. And like I said, somewhere here on my desk, there's the one I made out of a Post-it note. So as long as it's square, you can use whatever size paper you want. And you don't really even have to do any measuring. Just make sure it's square. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave me a thumbs up. I'd love to have a comment from you. If you have some ideas for what you would use these for, or if you like this idea, I would appreciate hearing from you. Subscribe if you haven't, and I will say bye-bye for now.